Welcome to part 2 of protecting ourselves from this coronavirus holistically, and all viruses really, and just, yeah, the stresses of life that lower our immune system. So Kim is with me, and she's a dear friend, but she's also an incredible healer. She does Reiki and is quite the master at meditating and providing love and compassion for the world. And she is one of the most heartfelt people, heartfelt people that I know on the planet. She just walks around like a ray of sunshine, and that comes from my heart. And I feel very blessed to have her in my life. So I would like you to experience some of what Kim does and what her routine is at home. So take it away, Kim.
Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. So I'm Kim, and I am a Reiki practitioner. And, for me, in times like this, I go to a place of silence and take out the outside noise, because that only adds to the fear that people are experiencing. And I feel if we can all just try to remain calm and send out positive thoughts and love to each other, and to the world, that changes the energy. And if we can all do that, there would be such a huge shift with all of this that's going on. Help anyway. So what I do is I have some stuff that I read in the morning. Everything that I read is positive and helpful to where I'm going in life and what I want, and the successes that I want. And I also sit in silence and I do my meditation. Sometimes, I prefer music, and sometimes silence is, sometimes it feels like it's a little bit harder to quiet the mind. But if you do it enough times, it quiets that chatter down. And even if you can just sit for 5 minutes and take a deep breath in and hold it for like 3, and then release it. You want to release longer than you take it in. And then, I can do distance Reiki as well. It doesn't have to be in my home on the table or anything like that. I can do distance, and just feel the energy. Your hands start tingling, and you can feel the energy in your hands, and the calmness that you feel after taking some deep breaths. Take another deep breath. Hold it. And release. You can feel you're starting to come back down, and it helps like lowering your blood pressure. Like if you have that anxiety of something that you just watched or anything like that, it brings you back to a calm state. And positive quotes and words. I have a quote affirmation that my partner made for me around the holidays. It says, "I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy." And it's right up on my wall. And I love it because I love being able to see it. I say it multiple times a day. And if, again, just keep saying positive affirmations about the world, about yourself, that we all get along, and, just pray if you choose to pray, and know that we are all in this together, and we're all just doing our best that we can. And I'm going to send you back over to Lori, and she actually, I reached out to her because she's an herbalist and she's done wonderful things helping people. I love her herbs. I didn't take all of them, but I take a lot of them. She makes some really good fire cider, I can tell you that. She's a wonderful friend, and she's helped me tremendously with some stuff that I've held inside. She does letting go sessions, and it's helped tremendously to just learn to just let go and stay in that space. And she is, she's just wonderful. Just
Thanks, Kim. So are you.
thank you.
So just try to keep this short, but I wanted to go over a couple of herbs and stuff that we can use that hopefully you have right in your home. Garlic is one that helps us build up our immune system. And what I recommend to people is just take the fresh cloves and cut it down to a size that you can comfortably swallow it whole. And Kim had an experience. She's laughing. It didn't quite go down so well because she didn't cut it small. Yeah. So be nice to yourself, and don't think that you have to have it as whole as possible. It's a matter of ingesting it. When we saute garlic, we actually kill all the medicinal properties. So if you want to put it in your cooking, I tell people to put it in last. So if you're making a spaghetti sauce or what have you, chop it up, mince it up, and then wait till the very end and put it in. And don't, do it in any oil where it's frying or anything. Go for both of it because of the flavor, but you're not going to get the medicinal value. So you can always put it at the beginning with the saute and then add some at the end, so then you get the medicinal part of it too. So thyme is a wonderful kitchen culinary herb that's great for coughs as an expectorant. It helps with, the flu, helps clean out sinuses. You can take, even if you have any mint, and do, you can put the towel over your head and simmer water on the stove and put mint or, peppermint, thyme, even like oregano, and just stick it in the water and let it simmer, and it'll help. If you have eucalyptus drops or anything like that, that'll help open up all your sinuses if you do catch a flu or a cold bug. Then there's echinacea is huge. So echinacea, I use the whole plant and I tincture it myself, and I put a secret ingredient in there, and I actually put ginger in there, which enhances the flavor a lot, and it helps the circulation of the echinacea to get through your body. Cayenne pepper is great to get circulation going throughout your body. You can always mix it with some apple cider vinegar, a little bit, and honey. And calm, we really need to, like Kim gave you the, exercising for breathing, which is so important, because if you actually pay attention, anytime that we get stress, if we look, we're really not breathing. We're basically holding our breath. So there's lots of herbs to help with that. And even if you have a pot of basil growing, that'll help. Just feel the leaves. If you have any plants in the house, create a connection with those plants and rub the leaves and get the essence of the plants and the herbs. And elderberry is huge. Elderberry is wonderful. Rose hips is the highest form of vitamin C. So there's multiple, choices for vitamin C on the shelves. And rose hips is the highest form of vitamin C in plant form. So if you can find something with rose hips, I personally do have rose hips. So you can always reach out, and I can stick some in the mail to you, or you can pop by the house. And my contact information is thyme, as in the herb, THYMEFOR, wellness, WELLNESS @gmail.com. And The other thing I want to mention is the molecular hydrogen, which is in the Kangen water, but there's also tablets that you can take. Then molecular hydrogen is the smallest form of anything that we can actually, it's revolutionary thing that has come out that most people don't know about, the molecular hydrogen, and it's the tiniest inert energy that we can actually digest now, not only in our water but in tablet form, and it helps it with all of our whole body. So that's another thing, but there's nothing like the plants, and just put the medicine in your food. When you make tea, steep it for at least 20 minutes in order to get the medicinal constituents. And also remember that after a year, once a plant is taken from the plant itself, when it's in dried form, whether it's in tea or what have you, after a year, most medicinal constituents are gone. And if you don't realize that, you say, well, this tea is not working, it's probably too old. So thank you very much. I hope that helps you a little bit. Kim, how do we contact you?
My email is rayofsunshinekl@gmail.com.
Well, and that you are. And let's all be sunshines for each other, especially in this time that we are all in this together and none of us really know what's going on. And we're just taking one moment at a time and use it for our own growth and help each other. And thank you, Kim, and have an awesome day.
Thank you, and love and light to everybody.
Yes.